We go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 2 of XLNC Shoutcasting. I got myself Otter. How are you doing today, especially after that last game? How are you feeling?
Doing pretty good, man. We got a win. I got carried. I'm totally okay with it.
But sometimes
the Relic was insane. Sue was insane.
You don't want to be carried, and then you get carried anyway, and it still feels good, you know?
I mean, I had a feeling I was going to get carried when I had Seal and Relic on my team. So, just tried not to feed super hard.
That's what I said.
Early, but...
What was it? Last night I was playing, and I got Relic as the ADC in some group stream games. We were just playing with people from the stream, right? And Relic happens to be my ADC for the game, who doesn't pick an ADC, of course. And I picked Sona just because I wanted to play Sona for whatever reason. And as soon as I saw that I was with Relic, I said, all right, Relic, I'm going to go AFK. You win the lane for me. I'll feel good about it. I'm going to go grab myself a sandwich because this guy is so good. And he really knows the game so well that he can pretty much carry a team. That said, there are ways to beat him, which I won't go into too much detail on. Hot Dog, you're already on the list. You're good. You're Gucci. Wait, did I not invite you? Wait, what? How did I miss you, Hot Dog? What the? I was waiting on your in-game name. Did I miss Hot Dog? Am I trolling right now?
But you put it in twice. Yeah.
What am I doing? Podrick. I did not grab you. Ripperinos. I don't even know. I was actually legitimately following the list bit by bit by bit. Oh, I got mixed up when I got to Relic and Seal because they played in the last game. I skipped them and I got completely mixed up. Hot Dog, that is my bad. Ripperinos, drop those GGs in the chat because that's a feels bad. Hot Dog, you are first invite to next game. That is completely. I mean, I got your name written down on my notepad file. That is my bad. That is my bad. Jake, when did I join? Jake Dragon 717. I'll grab that as well, just in case.
I will talk about the game at hand.
Yeah, go ahead.
Bans from Team Clapped, Karthus, good ban against Intra. Intra's main champion, Evelyn ban, and a Pike ban as Intra picks up Rumble for bans for PDark Harvest, as Aurelia, Akali, and Garen. Do you like those bans? Garen, Fallen Angel plays a lot of Garen. See what he types. Hawking, hovering. The Yasuo gets locked in. I don't know if that's gonna be Yasuo for the top lane. Most likely, because I'm pretty sure Ice doesn't play Yasuo, but we will see what happens. We had Yasuo bot lane last time because Dive's a memer. Well, I guess it's not a meme champion, is it? Huh?
Oh,
bot. Anyway, Kane lock in for Ether Rising. Yeah,
we could see Ice has the opportunity to pick up his main champion of that, Zoe, for the mid lane. If you play on this stream a bunch, you'll learn that Zoe is Ice's main. He is a slight OTP. However, he's played Orianna a bunch of times because his Zoe got banned away from him a whole bunch. And it wasn't banned this time around, though. So that means that Ice is optional if he wants to grab that Zoe. As Foul Jester picks Vayne, I feel like that is going to be traded to someone else. I don't think this is Foul Jester's true pick, as Desvelato grabs Blitzcrank. We haven't seen Blitzcrank in ages. I like it. We're going to have some hooks flying around the map. We get some spiciness. Can he pull Zoe out of her own ultimate? He can't. The answer is he can't. But, you know, it's still fun, because I think he grabs her. If she jumps through the portal, Blitz grabs her, and then she just slips out of his hands and goes right back to where she originally came from. So it's like slips through the grasp of Blitzcrank.
You can just time it when it comes back, though, right?
Say that again?
You can just time it when Zoe goes back to her.
Oh, that's true. Yes. It's kind of like
stuck.
A Zed. When you know which shadow Zed is going to be hopping back to, it can be really easy to land different CC.
Yeah.
And Blitzcrank, as long as he times her initial jump from where she started from, yeah, that's a much wiser plan than trying to grab her post jump. This is why I am silver and you are plat. Because, or what, diamond now?
No. Plat 5.
Because
I
squeaked into plat. I didn't get anywhere besides a little bit into silver myself. Okay, we got some more bans coming through. The Katarina, the Draven, banned away, one from each, pinching that mid lane and bottom lane pool respectively. I expect probably another ADC ban to make Vayne's life a little bit easier on that bottom side, as the Lee Sin banned away from Team Clapped. Just kind of taking away a couple more jungles. I mean, there's still plenty of options out there. We still have that Camille available. We still have... Elise is coming back a little bit into the meta. I like it. That Cocoon is really strong. What are your thoughts on Elise overall?
I think she's a really cool champion. I was a Media's fan for a long time when I started playing, so... or still am, but I like watching Elise players. If you're good with that Cocoon, you can be just extremely impactful in the early game. Brum pickup for Team Clapped, which I do like because they were lacking a lot of frontline. So this is game 2, Boxy. Flipping through random jungle picks. Is Foul Jester the Shaco player, or is that somebody else?
It is the Shaco player. So we haven't seen the Shaco picked up yet, but we are into their final picks, and I still feel like it's going to be traded over. Foul Jester is going to be given a Shaco. Well, maybe not, unless Zillion grabs a Shaco and it gets traded over. But either way, it is. He did trade his name. Originally, it was... Fade Lol, but he finally got enough blue essence that he could buy a name change, switched it over to Foul Jester, which is his true identity, according to his Twitch and everything else. King Raid Ryer. That's a really kind of cool name. I like the end of it, especially. Welcome. Glad to have you. We need your in-game name, though, mate. What is your in-game name? Hard to invite somebody if we don't have your in-game name, as we do get the final pick, and it's going to be the Teemo for the side of Team Clapped. Interesting choice, probably for that top lane. And
unless he's Rumble mid.
Wait a second. Well, there's no Rumble mid for the side of PDark Harvest. Could be. I'm trying to figure out.
Oh, we have a Yasuo bot lane again.
It's another Yasuo Braum. Okay, This pairing is super popular tonight. 2 for 2 so far. We'll see if game number 3 brings us another Yasuo Braum. And maybe this time around, game number 2, Team Clapped can show us how good this duo can actually be. Because last game, it did okay. But with that Kayn continuing to gank over and over, it just wasn't quite as the superstar pairing that you think you'd see from these two.
It didn't really help that we also had a really fed Kled. So Yasuo can't really do much against Kled, especially in team fights. So if it comes down to it and becomes all a brawl, where Yasuo is able to kill us, like the backline, if you have a fed top laner, a fed bruiser like Kled, you can just 1v1 him and take him down. I honestly don't know how I feel about it in this team comp. They're both running exhaust too, so they have a lot of tanky members on the side of PDark Harvest. So I don't know how I feel about the Yasuo pick, and you could have been better by picking a normal AD carry, but we'll see how it plays out.
Unless it's Teemo ADC and Yasuo in the top lane. Who really knows? We'll find out. Let's go ahead and roll through the players and their champions for the side of PDark Harvest. We've got Intra with a Rumble in that more than likely mid lane. Foul Jester on the Vayne AD carry. Desvelado with support Blitzcrank. The Care Bear with Gragas in the jungle. And last but definitely not least, the top lane master himself, Nerzulian, showing up from the EU. Give this guy some credit. He always stays up till like 3 a.m. to get in here and play some games with us. That's pretty darn hype as we pass it over to Team Clapped.
Team Clap with Fallen Angel YT16 playing Teemo in the top lane, Ether Arising playing Kayn in the jungle, XLNC Ice playing Zoe in the mid lane, Heal It Up playing Yasuo in the bot lane, Bears of Best playing Braum in support.
All right, looking across the compositions, definitely favoring PDark Harvest overall. You got Ornn for the engage, Gragas as well, Blitz that can get some of those picks onto, say, Yasuo as he's trying to run away, or a super squishy Teemo. And, of course, Rumble himself, massive AoE if they ever get into a 5v5 fight. That said, Team Clapped has a lot of pick potential themselves. Zoe Sleepy Trouble Bubble, Teemo Mushrooms, Kayn popping out from a wall. If I had to pick a team to win, I want to give it to PDark Harvest simply because they have a more standard composition, but you never know. What do you think?
I like their comp better than I do like the comp of Team Clapped, is what I'm going to say. I think because they have a Rumble mid. I think it might be pretty good into Zoe, actually. We'll see how it pans out.
It is
But,
Intra. He knows
I do
the
like-
mid lane well. Go ahead.
I do like their comp better than Team Clap's comp.
It's
I
just
think if Clapped went with a normal AD carry, they would have been better off. Somebody able to shred through, especially if Gragas goes more tanky, gets a oh my gosh, why am I blanking? Cinderhold, then it's gonna be really hard for them to break through. Kane could be pretty big though. I think that's the one to watch for Team Clapped. If Kane gets rolling and gets Darkin, then
more please. Thank you for the host. I appreciate that. Vivid, just coming out with that shade, pitch in to give Otter a segue. I love it. I never would have thought of that. That is a really good joke. That is really good. Anyway, back to you, Otter. Continue as you're struggling with English. I know wording is difficult.
I just forgot what the name of the jungle item was, but I got there.
He got there eventually. Yeah. Well, I still definitely like Dark Harvest, but there's lots of opportunity for some Al plays, lots of opportunities for some really cool stuff.
Really strong.
And they got Bilge, Rat, Rumble. I haven't seen that skin in ages, let alone Rumble himself, Blitzcrank coming out. And it's funny is that tonight's supposed to be the try-hard night. Tonight's supposed to be the night where you actually take your legitimate champions, you do the best that you can, and yet we've got these, B-tier champions of Blitzcrank and Rumble coming out that you haven't seen in any ranked game in ages. Maybe they're secret OP like Karthus. Who really knows?
Sorry. See you put a great clip in chat.
Yes.
Anyway, sorry.
When your brain flies out the window. Well, to analyze this a little bit more, Ice is really good on Zoe. It's his main. He's really comfortable on this champion. He knows the limits of it, but I'm interested in seeing where he really targets that damage, because when you've got an Ornn and a Gragas, they're just going to be tanking up a lot of that initial burst and kind of body blocking for the rest of the team. So those sleepy trouble bubbles on the critical champions of, say, a Vayne or a Rumble is going to be impactful. And then if Kane in that jungle can actually follow up with it, he is that highly mobile jungle champion, can gank pre-6, but after 6 is that much stronger. Which lane does he focus that pressure in? Does he try to help that bottom lane with that wombo combo, or is he just going to get Ice that much further ahead on the Zoe?
I think if he goes either mid or bot, the only way he's not going to get Darkin form is if he just hits Vayne a bunch, but everybody else he can get Darkin off. I think he goes Darkin here, he can be in a really good position because of how many tanky members they have, especially Gragas might end up just going AP because he has Electrocute. In that case, but I think their PDark Harvest has a God, that's gonna be really annoying to say. Anyway, has a really good team fight, just like straight up 5v5. They win unless they're really far behind. I think the only way they lose that fight is if Kane and Yasuo are extremely far ahead. So I think Team Clap's win condition is either get Kane super ahead, get Yasuo super ahead, and just Ice needs to try and focus on picking that Vayne and just getting some burst damage, surprise burst damage where he can in teamfights.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are into game number 2. PDark Harvest versus Team Clapped. Excited to see what these players can bring to the table and whether or not we get to see Foul Jester bring a new kind of main to the game. He is, I've got that coin flipping way too much. I apologize, guys. So the coin just keeps flipping over and over again. There we go. Foul Jester is a Shaco main. He's just an absolute god on the champion. I clipped a bunch on his stream, which, by the way, he does stream under the name Foul Jester. Shocker. And I clipped a bunch of clips of him today just being a complete troll and doing a really good job. I think he won most of the games that I've watched, though his team did try to feed to make it difficult for him. We could see an invade. Wait, from PDark Harvest. They've got Blitzcrank, so they're going to go in for an engage. Is it going to be the 5-man flash? This is not the troll night. This is not the be silly night. This is the be serious and try hard. This Velato wants to try hard, gonna find heal it up. Do they have the hook? He flashes the wall.
Oh, we got it!
They've got him! Yasuo should be going down. But he's dashing through. Not gonna be enough. First blood goes to Gragas. Sorry, the Care Bear on the jungle Gragas. That was so beautiful out of Blitzcrank, just waiting for him to flash the wall.
I was a little unlucky. the wrong way. If he stuck in that tri-bush, he might have been okay a little bit longer. But good play there from Desvelato on the blitz.
And what's really nice is that usually when it comes to those types of invades, both teams are going to be burning a bunch of flashes. In this case, the Dark Harvest didn't burn a single flash, so they definitely won out overall.
They didn't burn a single summoner either.
Right, they didn't have to really do anything other than get that initial hook from the Blitzcrank, so they're feeling really good with that. Going to join into the bottom lane as that duo of the Braum Yasuo. We're going to want to shove that lane in hard. You want to keep Vayne on her back foot because she can freeze the lane as that range ADC. Heal it up, dashing through a minion, trying to escape as Foul Jester gets a couple auto attacks down.
That's pretty good damage from there. If they can keep the damage up on Yasuo and force him like to be pushed back into the wave and just freeze it, not allow him to get CS, that'll put him in a really bad spot and make it even harder for Team Clap.
All right, and that top side, Ornn versus Teemo. We haven't seen a Teemo top in a while. As another hook comes through onto Braum in the bottom lane. Bears are the best. Going to get hit a little bit by Foul Jester. Early exhaust onto the Blitzcrank, though. Bears are the best. Needs to play safe, backing up, chugging a bunch of potions.
Interesting exhaust. I didn't think they were going to go in on that one. They're just trying to get the poke. That's a lot of, so far, 100% hook, actually. There we go.
Start counting. Start that hook counter. Desvelato, 3 for 3 so far in the game. But back to the Teemo in the top lane. He is one of those champions that, against an Ornn, I don't see him killing Ornn, but I could definitely shove him back underneath the turret, kind of keep him a little bit safe. 4 for 4 from the Blitzcrank. Ignite comes down. Nice use of the E, but it doesn't matter. That shield not going to be enough. He still falls, and Blitzcrank, with that Ignite, takes away a second kill for the side of the Dark Harvest.
Ignite taking away. I think if he could have flashed early and gotten away from that, but did not do so and falls down, giving Blitzcrank another kill. And Vayne has 2 assists already, which is pretty good for her. Trying to get some early items.
That's what you want on a Vayne. Start to snowball really hard as Aether Rising going to come through the wall. We'll see if he can make the engage onto Foul Jester, who's got a nice condemn. Pushes Aether Rising back, will dodge the Q. Yasuo Tornado is going to miss. Nice flash out Foul Jester. Uses the heal as well. Heal it up, dashes through the Blitzcrank. Trying to get a Foul Jester. Nice windwall as well. But he's underneath the turret. Won't be shot by the second turret. It's Kane who does. Desvelato picks up a kill. Might be able to get a second one and heal it up too. It's not going to be enough. He's actually able to walk away. But man, Desvelato with some nice moves and over-aggression from Team Clap means that they give yet another kill back over. 1 for 1 overall as the Teemo engage upon that top side. And Nerzulian going in aggressively forces the flash into the Teemo. Fallen Angel back underneath the turret. Nerzulian just flashes and Qs, takes out the Teemo. Fallen Angel goes down to the 4th kill to PDark Harvest.
And he doesn't have TP. He's running Ignite, so he's not going to be back to lane. And he's going to miss out on the next wave if Nerzulian can get it to crash. Good stuff from him.
Pushing into the 5-minute mark. Let's check very briefly on what the Drake that's coming up is. It's a Mountain Drake. Both teams are going to enjoy that. One of the things to keep in mind is that first Drake gives you an extra bonus. I think it's 180 percent bonus total, as Intra in the mid lane gets burned down pretty low. Drops about that 200 mark. Ice so good on this champion. Lands at Sleepy Time with a full wave to just start beating up on that Rumble. Blitzcrank, I think, 5 for 5 now? Lands the hook onto the Braum. Condemn going to come through as well. Bears the best, massively in trouble. The true damage is going to be so good.
The wind
wall from Heal It Up. Braum escapes alive.
Second good wind wall there from Heal It Up. Saving Braum that time. Good stuff. This one silver bolt auto gets stopped by the wind wall.
All right, so really good plays overall. And from the side of Dark Harvest, they weren't able to get the kill onto the Braum, but it still means aggression, pushing in, burning down the second layer of those shields. Going to be able to maybe pick up some more gold when they push this next wave in. And Foul Jester, 0-1-3, maybe bringing a new main to the game because, man, his Shaco's good, but his Vayne's looking pretty clean so far.
I'm actually more impressed with Desvelato's blitz. He's doing a ton of work on his spot side, putting a lot of pressure on them. Oh, Seether's in the middle. Fine sleep trouble bubble.
Ooh, the flash, not going to do that much for Rumble. I don't know why he flashed so late. Interesting,
he
trying
might
to burn down
Aether,
Aether Rising. He's got a kill.
up.
That is so good. Will probably still fall to the Zoe as Fallen Angel are going to try to blind Nerzulian, walking
the ult
away.
comes
The
out
ultimate
on
from
the Fallen Angel.
Intra takes away the Timo. He gets himself 1 kill before going down himself.
Go down here.
The Oran Horn is going to come back in
okay.
time. Perfect timing. Sleepy Trouble Bubble not going to be too much of an issue as Foul Jester gets his first kill of the game as he roamed all the way from the bottom lane. But this means Yasuo's got free time to hit this turret and a lot of gold if he can knock off some of those shield stacks.
Yeah, it would be good for him to try and trade some of his back. Bot lane's moving up, however, they might be spotted on this ward. I think he knows he's trying to back off. Good stuff. Good rotations there from PDark Harvest, though. Coming to help out Intra, making plays, somehow managing to stay alive, and then just getting level 6 off of... I think he got level 6 off of killing Aether, but I'm not even sure. He might have had it before the fight started, but using the ulti to finish off Fallen Angel.
Despite going down, still having a 450 gold bounty, 7 kills to 2, 3,000 gold lead so early and such a good start for PDark Harvest. However, it is a Yasuo who can scale up over the course of the game. Once he gets that 3 items, it's really, really hard to take this guy down. Is Kane going to gank once again on that bottom side? Aether Rising, they've got the exhaust onto the vein. Should be enough to take him down, heal it up, gets up the kill. Smite comes down on Desperado. I don't think you want to chase a Blitzcrank underneath his own turret, though.
Ice might be in trouble here. Wow, Intra's doing a lot of damage.
I don't think that would have connected regardless of the wind wall as Intra steps forward, burning down the Zoe, drops her to about half, so she's going to back out, play it safe. She's got that Dark Harvest on herself. 3 members of Dark Harvest on the side of Team Clapped. In the meantime, though, Timo jumped on the top side. Care Bear finally decides to show his fat-bellied self and will claim a kill on that top side. Feeling pretty good. Blitzcrank lands a hook onto the Kane. Gosh, has Desperado missed one this game? Oh,
he did miss one earlier.
He did miss one a moment ago, which I commented on. So, shocker there. Sleepy Trouble Bubble and
good
nice
barrier.
Go ahead.
Kept himself alive with that barrier. I was gonna say, I think he hooked him just out of his queue, so he didn't take the tank, or he didn't take turret aggro and didn't tank shots. Otherwise, I think he might have been able to take him out. But good stuff anyway from Desvelado.
Yeah, really good support, especially this, just overall on Blitzcrank. 2-0 and 2 grabs the Moby's boots, going to make it a little easier to reposition for that hook. Mountain Drake, not anyone's objective at the moment. Both teams kind of playing it a little bit on the safer side, looking for those kills in lane instead. Control ward placed by Team Clap. Want to make sure they have vision on it, as the Rift Herald will be spawning in a little bit, but really it's been all about these fights in the lane, and Kane ganking bottom lane multiple times over, trying to get Yasuo ahead. 2-1-0 his scoreline. As Fallen Angel taking a beating on that top side. Ornhorn going to be called. Nerzulian really wants this. Lands it perfectly. Should be able to take out the team with another auto attack. Hammer comes slamming down, and Fallen Angel goes back to the fountain for a 4th time.
He had some available. I would like to see him try to use that flash. I don't know if he thought he could get around the Orin ulti, but still goes down to the Forge God himself. I want to give props over to Heal It Up actually on this Yasuo. He died early in that invade, but he's now 2-1 and has a CS advantage. Just, I like the pressure that he's able to put, that he's putting on the Vayne, keeping that pressure up, dashing through minions and forcing him to back off.
Timo has 10 CS per death. At this point, it's a little bit less than that. Aether Rising coming to that top side just to clear a couple of those minions up, as Timo a little bit struggled by a little, I mean, quite a lot actually overall in the game. One of the nice things about that Timo, though, is going to have those shrooms with that ultimate just to be a nuisance to the enemy team. You can feed pretty hard and yet still be somewhat relevant as long as you're getting vision with those mushrooms, which he now has, so he can start to get a little vision for the rest of the team. But Nerzulian, probably not too concerned. Oh, uses a control ward just to clear that up. Kane around the corner, maybe trying to 2v1 Nerzulian as there's a gank in the bottom side. Rom running away, throws out the Glacial Fissure, knocks up 2. Wind Wall, says Foul Jester, don't step forward anymore. We're just going to hide underneath our turret.
Good ulti from him, using that ulti to disengage that fight and got himself out alive. Good stuff.
Good stuff. 9 kills to 3, but the second plate on that tower should fall, giving Foul Jester even a little bit more gold at this point in the game. And you can see 4 members with bounties on them. Can the Yasuo be able to take out Vayne, though? It's actually the Blitz that they really want with that bounty in the mid lane, though. Ice knocked back with the ultimate from the Gragas. Jumps on the side with the ultimate, but it's not going to be enough. Goes back through with the ultimate. In the meantime, though, Intra picks up 2 members. One ulting down the Zoe, and the second one takes out the Kayn, heal it up in the bottom lane. Nice play, finishing off the Vayne. Wants the Blitz as well. The top side, Fallen Angel once again struggling. Horn going to be called. Nerzulian might be able to pick it up just with the Horn. Nope, throws the Q for the finish.
Well, just fights all over the map. Good play from Intra using that equalizer in the right spot. So Ice ults backwards, but it's still sitting in the ultimate when he comes back and goes down to it. Ether Rising managed to trade a kill back, but trades all around.
Mystic, I love you counting that 7 CS per death. That is absolutely awesome. So Jason, that one scares me. It's actually one of Nerzulian's pocket picks. I've seen him play it a handful of times before, and he is really, really strong on it, which is giving Dark Harvest a 5,000 gold lead. We'll see if Ice wants to try to make a play in the mid lane. Yeah, misses the Sleepy Trouble bubble. And Intra says time to go in. He's got red buff as well. That's a lot of burn.
He does a lot of damage. Ooh, gets caught. Tornado. The last breath comes out from Yasuo. He's still tanking the tower, though.
Oh, the tornado almost finishes off.
Oh, he goes down!
He goes down to the turret. That wind wall doesn't block. Turret shots his Ice. Almost goes down the mid lane. Intra should be able to get position. Uses the ultimate. It's not going to be enough. Gragas is actually able to pick it up with a well-placed barrel. In the meantime, Aether Rising trying to gank on Foul Jester, who's on the wrong side of the map. Where are you going, Vayne? You're going down. Back to the base as Braum picks up a first kill for himself.
I was not expecting. I don't think Heal Up was expecting to die from that last tower shot. But he had sacked, I think, 4 maybe at that point. A little misplay there, staying under the tower for too long. But good stuff all around from Team Dark Harvest.
I would like to see these teams actually rotate some of the kills that they're getting into other objectives besides just a little bit of pressure on that turret. Though we are cresting that 14-minute mark in just a little bit, which means those plates will fall off. A little bit more of an opportunity to instead push some other lanes, or potentially, like we see now from the side of Dark Harvest, pinging away onto the Drake. Yasuo's there. They're just going to be clearing up the Scuttle Crab for now. The Care Bear going to help Intra gank once again onto Ice. The turret's at half.
Oh my goodness.
Ice is gone. Fallen Angel, just go ahead and recall, buddy. Yeah, all right. Nerzulian clears another minion on that top side. And, yeah, good recall. I guess he did recall. You're right. One way or another, he did recall. Intra getting ganked out of that mid lane. That's the nice pairing of the Kayn knockup into the last breath from Yasuo. Takes down the Rumble just in time as the plating falls off. They might actually be able to pick up this mid lane turret.
I think they're going to be able to, though. Yeah, the turret. Once turret plating falls, turrets are very easy to take. I was kind of surprised the first time I ran into it. It feels a lot easier than before. Care Bear gonna get taken down here.
Knocked up. We'll see if it's actually enough. The body slam gets him pretty well positioned in the moment. Aether still wants to chase it.
He might go down. He's gonna go down.
This is gonna be the turret shot, finishing off the Kayn. Care Bear with a nice outplay. Nerzulian picks up a turret on that top side, evening them up 1 for 1. Actually 2 for 1, because JK, that bottom lane turret, went down a little bit earlier. That's Velato running to the mid lane. Wants to get the knock up onto Ice. Knocks her up through the ultimate. Doesn't matter. Foul Jester going to join the just before the sleepy time takes effect. That should be the end. The wind wall not going to be enough. Free positioning. Foul Jester gets that true shot and takes out the Zoe. Bears of the best, dropping little by little. A couple more auto attacks, and that is unbreakable. Not going to be enough. Knock up with that tornado on a Foul Jester. Still not going to be enough to finish him off. And so 3 members from PDark Harvest decide, hey, you took our mid lane turret. It's time for us to do the same to you.
That was crazy plays all around. That insane outplay from the Care Bear. I thought he was going to be taken down. They had 3 members around. The 2 members weren't able to get over to him in time, and then the cast plus the barrel managed to do enough damage, and then the tower finishing him off. Crazy good stuff.
1,000 gold to 27 at the 15-minute mark. Things are looking good for PDark Harvest. They have got that overall, and this is that grouping we talked about early on. They can just kind of group together and have overall better sustained damage. And really a huge part of
no,
this is
Fallen.
Nerzulian
Run.
on this top side, who just continues to kind of burn down Fallen Angel. You got to avoid the wall. Avoid the wall. Oh, no, wait, too late. Too late. Nerzulian gets the
It just
knockup.
got you.
Gets the brittle stacks as well. Throws out the Q, slowing him down. Antra, you didn't need to add insult to injury. Poor Teemo. Alas, we knew him well. Heal it up, dashing through the whole minion wave. Exhaust on Foul Jester. Condemn pushes the
Heal it up, might be in
back.
trouble.
Heal
Oh
it
my
up, but it's
goodness.
gonna be dropped. The Care Bear comes in with a beautiful gang.
Oh, great
knocks
cast.
the Kane back as well. Foul Jester
Oh
picks
my
up another kill in that bottom lane. 6-4-4. A little bit of disrespectful dancing.
Man, Care Bear on this Gragas is doing so much work. Great play, flash, body slam, finish off the first kill, and then that cast perfectly placed to pull them back.
Didn't realize it was team get clapped. That's a good point. After the Unbreakable wears off, Bears the best decides it's safest to just go ahead and flash, and probably well chosen, as Foul Jester would have just continued to auto-attack that Braum down. He's hurting for certain. He's got the Moby's boots, but man, not enough armor to deal with this Vayne. And truth be told, you gotta have some magic resist too, because Intra on this Rumble, 4, 2, and 4, haunting guys already started. I mean, this is just looking really rough for Clapped.
Yeah, it's not going to be very easy for them to come back. They don't really have somebody that they can get behind in team fights. Nobody's really ahead. I think they're going to... Oh, Ether might be in trouble here, too.
Oh, the hook comes through. Not gonna miss. Desvelato finally misses the hook.
Good
It's been a
ulti.
little bit, but it doesn't matter. The Horn gonna slow down too. Ice comes into the back line,
Oh,
finds
Ice
the Rumble.
Mitra.
Wait, are they gonna be able to turn this around? Red buff is slowly hitting Zoe on the backside of the fight. It's still that Aether are rising, dashing
Zoe doesn't
through
have
walls,
much
trying to
damage.
get the last little bit of damage. Double man knock up. Ice, you just gotta poke people down a little bit more. The sleepy time not gonna land. There's Zulian running around the corner. Ice flashes the wall to chase in. He's got so much tankiness. The battle stacks. It's not gonna be
barrier.
enough. The barrier keeps Ice alive. And the
Oh, he gets
Yasuo
taken
helps
down.
trade 1-for-1. Aether arising, still doing circles through the wall.
Zun, even though he just got his first death, 7-1. He doesn't really have that much damage, but still able to get that trade onto Ice. That crazy fights all around. Good play by Ice, picking up that kill on Intra as team Dark Harvest pick up the Mountain Drake in the process.
Oh, and now they're scaling up to 8,000 gold lead. They were able to get the shutdown on the Ornn, his first death of the game, and I believe it went to Yasuo, so one of the better champions to put that gold on, try to make some plays with it. He's got that Phantom Dancer, but really needs an IE or something with more significant damage to come back in this game, because at this point, things are looking really rough for Team Clapped.
If they can find the right picks and avoid getting picked themselves, which would be tough. They have with this Blitz and Ornn and Rumble. Right on the Gragas. Ooh, Sleepy Turtle comes down. Desvelato taking a lot of damage.
Well, yeah, we got a huge fight breaking
Bears
out.
are
Bears
best,
the best.
taking out.
Burned down. Intra taking him out. Flamethrower just crushes him. You're unbreakable. Not going to do not much when it's just burned to the ground. Fallen Angel flashing to avoid instant death. We'll probably still enjoy a slow and painful death overall. Zoe gone in the mid lane. Teemo gone on the top side. Kane gone in the mid lane. Everyone slowly being taken out bit by bit by bit. Yasuo, wait, last breath, able to get one before he's going to fall, and that should be the mid lane turret slowly pressured and burned down. They may go for the Rift Herald after this.
I think Vayne was taking tower combined with a tornado, not being able to move out of that. But man, Care Bear on this Gragas is a very scary player. This is a player to watch out for in the future, I think. He is playing super well, going full AP Gragas and just melting through. Aether Rising's not being able to get too much tank yet, and there's not really anybody else that is that tanky as far as the carries from Team Cloud. The only really other tanky person's Braum, but they just shred through him with Vayne anyway, so it's not looking good. Ice gets blown up, and Yasuo can also get blown up. Oh, Intra, great ulti!
Really nicely
Oh my
played.
goodness.
Zoe's just burned down just with that ultimate. Heal it up on the run. Underneath 200 health. There's our best being just flamed and roasted alive. Care Bear gonna drop on the backside as Kane finally finds one for the team. Desvelato landing the hook onto the team. Oh, that's the target you don't care about though, because he is just a tiny bit of extra gold, no more worth than a minion, which gives Aether Rising time to be able to try to finish off this Ornn. That's going to be a 450 shutdown gold if he can clean up this Ornn. Gets the knock-up, and it might be enough. Nerzullian with some pretty good slows, hops away for the moment. Can get the racing, chases one, flashes, but it's a micro flash, dashes to the opposite side, gets the knock-up. This is a battle of the ages. Aether Rising comes out with the victory in the end.
Good play all around. They got a lot of shutdown gold. It'll help them a lot. Kane got some shutdown gold. Who got the shutdown on Gragas?
I'm not actually sure. But his shutdown gold is gone.
Oh, Kane got it. Okay. Kane got 1,000 gold from Gragas. They got 1,450 in that total fight for Kane alone.
That is
Timo
going
also
to be
picked
some
up
nice
450 gold.
items. Black Cleaver as well as Spirit Visage finished off, so he's feeling pretty good. We're getting to that 2 items for most of the players in the game. Infinity Edge and Phantom Dancer finished by the Yasuo, so he can actually start to put a little bit of pain onto this enemy team. The real question is, though, how tanky is Care Bear going to get? Because he's gone Lich Bane as his first completed item after the jungle item.
We can see. I think Blitzkrieg also picked up Lich Bane. Interesting. AP machines on the side of PDark Harvest. I would like to know if Vayne wasn't actually in that fight at all, so if they can find more fights. Oh, Ice gets caught with the hook.
Barrier gets left for a moment. Not going to save him, though. Still goes down to the Blitzkrieg ultimate. Desvelato cleaning him up and flashing over the wall to stay alive as well. Healed up, gets critted from the Gragas. It's not going to be enough, though, to take him out. The ultimate not going to be finishing him off.
Oh my god,
Intra finishing off Timo. No shocker there as he goes down again. Bear keeps his support alive as Nerzullian chases down the last remaining member, cleaning up for the ace on the team. And that is 5 members alive from Dark Harvest pushing down the mid lane.
Yeah, good stuff. You're seeing getting his revenge at the end of the team fight onto the Kane. Didn't manage to get the pickup onto Vayne. I think he was a little unlucky. Didn't quite see the edge of that fight, but man, there are so many players on Dark Harvest playing well this game.
3, 1, and 12, a lineup for Desvelato, who started that fight and has been the initiator so many times this game, missing one of those rare hooks that don't land. Ice trying to get a little bit of damage, has a pretty decent burst onto the Care Bear, but it's Gragas. He's going to hop over the wall, and that barrel should slow the members down from Clapped to keep them from chasing it in. We can check really quickly on the next Drake. It is a Wind Drake, so yeah, but Dark Harvest probably going to clean that up eventually, but in no rush to get it just now.
We'll see what he does. Let me check real quick. Ice has 8 stacks on that Dark Harvest. So getting back up there, dude.
I think Zoe was somewhere around here. Care Bear is going to be sleepy timed anyway, so that means Zoe was at one point in time. Bears are the best. Getting the exhaust down. Can you get the 4th stack? Doesn't matter. Fallen Angel gets a kill! Timo's worth gold again, ladies and gentlemen!
The second kill, actually.
His second kill of the game. He's gotten 0.5 kills for every death. 2 kills per 10 minutes. This Timo is just blowing this game up.
This is about to take over.
I'm actually kind of surprised the Team Clap didn't go for the Windrake there. They got the Gragas down, the jungler is gone, they see Ornn on the top side, the rest of the members have been already back for a little bit of time.
I'm not sure if they know if Ornn had TP, but if they didn't know that he didn't have it up, they could have gone for that. But Intra is really strong.
Ornn Horn on to 3 members of the Wind Wall blocks it. No way, beautiful from Heal It Up, keeping that Ornn Horn from being any effect. Timo or Fallen Angel gonna go down again. Same difference. As Bears are the best, going to die as well. Intra escaping with the wait. Timo gets another kill with the mushroom. It's 3 kills to the Timo. He's gonna completely wipe this team. Slows on the minions, doesn't matter. Heal it up, chasing in onto Nerzullian. Can they take the god of the Ornn down? Ice gonna rejoin in as well. Desvelato has been bursted. Zoe picks up a kill. It's the comeback, ladies and gentlemen. Nerzullian gonna get knocked up. He's gonna be dropping. Heal It Up picks up even more gold for himself. And ladies and gentlemen, it's only a 9,000 gold game.
Gragas on the other side picks up the Windrake. They should be able to get that bot tower unless I would like to see if Team Clap decides to collapse on these 2 down here. They have to defend their Nexus turrets, but good stuff there. Picking up more gold for this Yasuo. He's now 6 and 6. Is getting a few items under his belt and might be able to do some significant damage in these team fights if he's left alone for long enough.
Yeah, if you guys talk to Xeno afterwards, that'd be awesome. Xeno, man, what a champ. This guy is like absolutely king on the stream. He not only deserved Player of the Month, but also a really, really good mod, and just absolutely helps out behind the scenes so many times. Care Bear coming into the mid lane. Sleepy Time, gonna keep that body slam from doing much, as well as a nice flash, but that was Ice's real flash, not a fake flash. So not that great for Zoe. A bit easier for him to be caught out next time the Dark Harvest tries to make an engage. We'll see if they want to go for the Baron. Up and available.
They got the pressure for Dark Harvest. Oh, they might try and find a pick here.
Oh, it's
Good
inside the
ulti from
jungle.
Intra.
Yeah,
Oh my
lining
goodness.
up, holding
They're
3 members. It's
sitting
actually
inside of it.
Yasuo who uses the last breath inside of it. Doesn't matter though, he's still being able to pick up 1, but they're both just completely shut
Intra
down.
on the back line.
damage comes through. Aether Rising doing the best that he can, but the Q's not going to finish off the Care
Ice
Bear. He
good
goes
trade.
down before it gets finished off. Ice takes out Intra, but man, Ice is sitting at a sliver of health. Needs to play safe. And man, my graphics are completely messing up. Doesn't matter. Nice body slam from the Care Bear. Finishes off the Zoe. And that's going to be the ace once again for Dark Harvest. They might be able to finish off the game because it is at least 10 seconds before anyone comes up to try to defend. I mean,
Might be able to here.
Fallen
They
Angel
don't
on the
have
Teemo. Is he going to be able to make godlike plays?
Heal It Up is up in 5 seconds. If they can try and stall us out.
Oh,
Care
those
Bear
godlike
is
plays.
doing a lot of damage.
Such
I think
godlike
that's
much
gonna
wow.
be game. Heal It Up, gonna get taken. Oh my goodness! This AP Gragas just deletes anybody who dares to step foot in front of him.
Yeah, Care Bear wants to finish off Bears to the best as well. Can't get onto the fountain. He's been taken down. There's Zulian, able to flash to safety forward. Now Ice
Going with
comes
their
up,
break.
throwing out that Q, trying to move on to Foul Jester to stop the Vayne, but she's going to just four-shot the Zoe. Late game Zoe is so incredibly squishy. Knock up from Aether Rising onto the Care Bear. They're padding the stats and finishing the game off. Dark Harvest claims game number 2. How many games tonight, Cat and the Gator? Probably 4. Probably 4, as Gangplunk, welcome back. We need that in-game name. Oh, you dropped it afterwards. Yeah, make sure you do that second one where you drop the in-game name as well. I've got it written down now so I can make sure to be able to get you into a game. And I'll ask if you're in chat, as we can't see anything. Jake, why is your screens all messed up? Let's switch to our post-game scene. That would be genius. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go through the honorable mentions and MVPs. But just before we do that, guys, I know that it's Try Hard Tuesday. I know that you want to be playing some fun but really good champions. You want to have a good showing. You want to get those MVPs and honorable mentions. Get those stacks up. But that is no call if there was actual legitimate reason for complaints about trash talking in game. The key thing to keep in mind is that we're trying to have games that are fun for everyone, not just for the team that's winning, but even a team that's losing can still have a fun time. So just keep that in mind. A little bit of, if you know the person that you're specifically talking to and you're like, we're going to 1v1, let's do this. Oh, I'm so good. Oh, you got me. That stuff's a little bit okay, but try to keep it in mind that that the goal is for everyone in every game to have some fun. Eva City saying they didn't see any trash talking. All right, I appreciate that. Just from friendly stuff. And that could be. It could be friendly stuff and one person just kind of misunderstanding who it's directed to. That's okay. It does happen. I just wanted to make a quick note of that. So, honorable mentions and MVPs. Let's go through these for the losing team. Team Clapped. Oh my gosh. They got clapped for serious, which is going to make giving these out a little bit difficult. I think that I'm going to give the honorable mention to... I'm going to give it to Aether Rising for trying to make some good plays on that bottom side. Continuously ganked, kind of like we saw in game number 1, was really trying to get that Yasuo ahead. Unfortunately, it just wasn't enough, and Desvelado was so good on those hooks. And then MVP goes over to Heal It Up for some really good last breaths. He's actually one of the reasons why the team was able to drag out so long in the game. Highest CS for his team, highest kills, least deaths. This guy was really putting everything on the table, got to his 3 items, tried to make some plays, but in the end, the scaling from Dark Harvest, especially on that Foul Jester and Intra, of the Vayne and the Rumble was just a bit too much. But that means, ladies and gentlemen, I'm giving it over to Otter to do the most difficult part, which is giving an honorable mention and MVP for the winning team. Come on, Otter, you got this! You got this! We believe in you!
This is... Oh my goodness. Okay.
Come on, you got this.
This is tough, because in my opinion, there was 4 players on that team that
you can
played.
get some shout-outs, but you can only get one honorable mention MVP.
MVP for me is I'm gonna give MVP to Cody J. Kidding. We're giving it to Care Bear. Care Bear is getting MVP because this Gragas was incredible, cost map. And then who gets honorable mention? Man. I'm gonna give honorable mention over to Intra. Intra's getting honorable mention. I did it. So MVP goes to Care Bear. Intra gets honorable mention. 2 shoutouts going to Desvelato, and there's my goodness.
Yeah.
Those 2. There's Julian, Ren, Train in the top lane, but Intra in that mid lane doing incredible amounts of damage.
Thank you, Super Senat, for dropping by.
I'm sorry.
Can you update the MVP list? I will update it after tonight. I definitely will update it after tonight. I apologize, haven't gotten around to it. I was prepping so hard for the merch store, which, by the way, guys, the merch store is open. I completely forgot about that. I was supposed to make an announcement at the beginning of the night, and then guess what? I totally forgot to do so. Here, I'll drop you a quick link because I haven't even set up a command yet. If you want to check out the merch store, be able to pick up some cool mugs. We only got mugs and phone cases in there at the moment. T-shirts are delayed as I'm trying to work out. When you have a logo that's got like a zillion different colors in it, it makes life difficult, and I gotta simplify it before the store will like me very much. So I'm working on simplifying the logo a little bit for those t-shirts so that we can get those in. Looks like people are already setting up stream passes for the future games. I like it already. Guys, we're gonna go to a short break and we'll be right back for game number 3. Don't go anywhere. We got some new faces coming in and I am super